A name to keep in mind, Sir Francis Galton. It was documented by a Harvard County Library, explaining that eugenics has certain historic starting points. And the founder of the movement is Sir Francis Galton, a cousin of Charles Darwin. Working from a background in the Darwinian theory of evolution, Galton considered famous and talented intellectuals, artists, and athletes in relation to their family and progenitors, and came to the conclusion that mental ability and characteristics were inherited. He also went ahead to say the very term eugenics means well born. Okay, so a scientific perspective, how the originator of the idea of nurture versus nature is a man called Francis Galton. And what he was basically aiming at when he spoke about that was mental ability. The idea that he was researching, and the way he conducted that research, he looked at every prominent individual at that time, people who did great things, and he measured those great things based on the achievements. And his study was that he looked at their backgrounds, and he realized in order for you to achieve such great things, you must have a mental ability, and that mental ability is stemmed from your background, it stems from your parents, it stems from your generation. And his conclusion is that there is there is an idea called eugenics, and eugenics is there are certain persons who are well born, there are certain persons who are born for specific tasks, born with specific mental abilities, and there's nothing out of that can change it. It's almost like a deterministic perspective. Determinism is basically saying whenever you're in one place, that's who you are. Let's say your father is a drug addict, you are going to be a drug addict. Your father is a criminal, you are going to be a criminal. Your father is a minister, you are going to be a minister. So he was talking about this nature. It's you born with a specific nature, and there's nothing that can change that. But we're going to, as we go ahead, I'm just painting the lens. I'm just laying out the facts. In order for you to understand those things, you have to understand the historical context. Who said it? Why they said it? Before I give my personal opinion, because a lot of persons know that's not my personal opinion. Don't think because I'm laying on the facts. An idea like that, you can build a society, you can build a community, you can build institutions around an idea like that. Like those people over there's no such thing as social mobility. They're born in a poor family, their family is this, they cannot move forward. That's the nature to be that person. And sometimes we interpret things that way. Sometimes we ground those things in institutions like religion, like education. We ground those deterministic ideologies in our way that we operate with people. So let's understand a lot deeper what nature versus nurture. And I don't want us to get an emotional reaction. I want us to understand and implement in our daily life. So that's what Sir Francis Galton, and the word eugenics, it's actually it has a racial underpinning, and you will understand why it has a racial underpinning. But don't lose focus and focus only on the racial underpinning. Understand the reasoning behind why eugenics it was created, and out of eugenics you got nature and nurture. He never said nature versus nurture. He said nature and nurture. So that's one of the things.